This is so fantastic. And joining me now here in our United Way phone bank is Rosie Allen Herring, who is the CEO of the United Way for the National Capital Region. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, when I saw you earlier, we were just over $12,000.
Now
look at that number.
That's absolutely
That is
phenomenal.
extraordinary.
It's absolutely phenomenal. But it also is just indicative of all of the care and all of the people who really do care in this community. There is need. We know that. We see it every day. But we also know that there are people here who care about this community, who care about this region, who care about our children, who are here to truly make a difference.
Let's talk about the face of hunger in our region, because this is not just an Alexandria problem.
Absolutely not. When you look at what's happening in our middle schools, there are over 12,000 middle school students in what we call Title I schools, where there's a high propensity for free and reduced lunch. So you find that there are families that really do have some low-income issues. But we know that this is huge when you look at what these children have to go through. They can't focus. They can't be expected to succeed when they have this barrier that's really preventing them from being their absolute best. So it is something that is region-wide, and it's something that your United Way is committed to really eradicating.
Dispel some myths about hunger, because we know some people wrote to us and they were saying, well, the parents need to work harder and they need to do this. These are parents who are working.
Absolutely.
Several jobs to make ends meet, and it is expensive to live in this area, and for too many families, it just doesn't add up.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at the choices that people have to make, sometimes it's the choices that you have that determine who you are. So this is not about character. This is not about poor choices. I'm not saying that those things don't exist, but this is not about judgment. This is about when we see people who are in need, who find themselves, sometimes by the grace of God, any of us could be in that particular situation as well. We have to do something. And so we can sit on the sidelines and we can, quarterback in terms of what we think people could or should be doing, or we can do something ourselves. And so that's what we're excited about when you talk about impact. It really is a way for us as a community to act.
Rosie, I'm going to bring you over here. Stewie, come on over here with us. These are some of the things that we put into those weekend backpacks, and they're items that the kids can warm up and use for themselves. This is not it's such a small amount of money for a huge impact, and it's a lifeline for these children on the weekends.
Absolutely. When we look at many of our children who really are dependent upon what's offered to them during the school day, when they leave on Friday afternoons, they really don't know sometimes where their next meal is coming from. And so anyone who may look at the various offerings that we have here may say, well, that's not protein, it's not a meat, it's not this or not that. But for many of the children who really have nothing, this is just as good as the next steak that someone who's of affluence would be able to take advantage of.
It is everything, Rosie. Thank you so much.